good? Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Big Tree with the King James Bible University. And today I'm bringing forth a teaching titled Blood of Tug of War. Blood of Tug of War. We go along this way and we're trying to get rid of, we're getting rid of, but a lot of us say try, uh, this carnal understanding and the way of this flesh to what? To go towards the spirit, right? But there's always some of us, actually a lot of us, that want to hold on to the carnal things, pulling on the rope and pulling yourself towards that carnal state. But the thing is, if we're trying to win this fight and stay in the world, that spirit will let us go. Because if you're trying to increase the flesh and 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 decrease the spirit from out of you, why would he want to pull? Why would he want to pull flesh? Why would he want to pull flesh? No. So we have to let go of that of that fleshly rope and let the spirit pull us and go along for the ride. Because what if we go along for that ride with the spirit? That spirit can give us that benefits, that a lot of benefits, and that everlastingness, which is that long run. However, because if we're trying to hold onto the rope that's contrary unto the Lord, knowingly holding on to the rope has these worldly things attached to it, we are going to get that everlasting. We're going to get ourselves killed. So we have to make sure that when we are holding onto this, when we are getting pulled, and we're trying to get closer to the Most High, this rope will always still be there. This rope will always try to linger around to see if you want to grab on, to see if you want to have a piece of something. But we can't do that because the thing that we're doing, we're slowing down, we're hindering our walk towards the Most High. Because this walk, this journey that we're on, has to be strictly spiritual. We cannot have any of this carnal stuff in it. This lifestyle, we can't have this lifestyle of both. We can't have this lifestyle of doing things that benefits us and doing things that doesn't benefit us at all. So we got to make sure that what we are strictly on, we do it strictly to the way that we're supposed to be doing it. Because this life of living isn't supposed to be the life of the world. It's supposed to be life of the hope. It's supposed to be life of Christ. It's supposed to be walking in the spiritual way, right? So we're gonna start right here. This on the screen. We're gonna run through a couple things to see how we're supposed to be going on, right? So you see what's on the screen, Romans 8:6, and almost every teacher runs it. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, right? So that carnally minded, you thinking you got this, we can use what? Blood, right? You got the blood, you got the lifestyle of this carnal mind. You still want to do things of this world. You still want to get into the activities, knowing that these activities doesn't benefit you in any way, right? You look to the left and to the right, trying to see what you can get into, right? You holding onto that rope. You holding onto that rope of your self-righteousness, your own thoughts, your own understanding, your reputation. You hold on to these things, right? And we cannot be holding on to none of that because we're trying to pull closer to. If we're pulling closer onto that lifestyle of carnal mind, it says it right here, death. You're pulling yourself towards death more and more because you're getting not holding on to the spirit at all, right? But to be spiritually minded is life and peace, right? So those that are going to go for the ride, those that are going to try to draw, that's going to not try, going to draw near the Most High, draw near to Him, He'll draw near to you, right? So you have His rope tethered around you, and you just let Him pull you. He's going wherever He go, you got to go. That's what's got to happen. So, you knowing that you can't eat this stuff, you can't eat that stuff, you can't do this, you can't do that, even though it's gonna hurt, even though it's gonna be potholes in the road, you got to make sure what you just get up and keep walking in the way, because His way will give you what? life and peace. The ways of this world will give you no life and peace. Half of the time, you think of life and peace, you always worried about something else. You're, man, why can I gotta get this? Man, I should have enough money to do this, man, I should. But if you spiritually minded, you realize half of the stuff that you was worried about, you don't even worry about no more. Because what? You have your trust in the Most High. But we gotta have our trust in the Most High because if we over here look to the left and the right, we currently minded. But a lot of us say that we have our, but a lot of us say we got trust in the Most High. A lot of us say, yeah, I got 100% trust. Did you know 100% trust is all right? That's like you see on them Germex bottles. Actually, I got one right here. Let's see. What does it say? Kills 99.99% of germs. That's not 100%. That is 99.99. It's not 100%. So what that means, there's still room for things to still get in there. There's still room for you to still try to tug on that rope, to still try to tug on that blood of the carnal mind. We can't have that because if we tug on that blood of the carnal mind and we saying we have 100% trust, do you really have 100% trust, or are you just lying? Because you ain't got 100% trust and you still doing all these other things. God's not a liar, so why are you making him like a liar? We're not supposed to be doing this at all, right? Go to Proverbs. Proverbs 4, 26 and 27. Ponder ponder the path of thy feet, of thy desires, and let all the ways be established, right? Let all the ways be established. Turn, what did he say? What did he say? Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Remove everything from evil. Remove all these things that you want to do. Remove it all. Get it gone. Because if you don't get it gone, you are going to get yourself killed. Because what? Because just like I said, the feet, that's your desire. So why are you looking to the left or the right? You're supposed to keep straight. You're supposed to, that rope is going to pull straight no matter what's going on. That rope is going to pull straight no matter which way you look at it, no matter which way you spot it. Despise it because you're going to be that back wheel. So what? That wheel's constantly going to go straight. Because what? The most side of the front, he's going to be turning this ship left and right, but it's always going to be straight no matter what's going on. So your desires have to be strictly onto him. Not none of this stuff. Because if you're looking left and right, you try to see what you're trying to get into. You look to the left, you gonna see all these Christmas stuff and holidays and Thanksgiving. You look to the right, you're gonna see bars and strip clubs and all this other stuff. We're not supposed to be doing that. Why? Because if we really trying to hold on to this to the blood of the spiritual, we gotta make sure that we look straight. We don't look left to right. Because his path is narrow. His path is narrow. So we gotta look step by step. So we gotta look straight. Because we look left to the right, that's what that can easily mess us up on this walk. The thing is though, if we hold on to that rope and we let go of that rope, right? And we let go of that blood of carnal, that lifestyle of the carnal way, right? The devil not gonna like that. The devil's not gonna like that because he sees that. Oh wait, you took on my no. I need you back. Come on. He gonna keep trying to throw that rope in front of you. Throw that rope next to you. He gonna throw it in it. He's not gonna throw it far away where you gotta jump and grab it. He's gonna throw it right. He's gonna tap the back of your hand every time. Oh, here, go ahead. It's gonna be right there for a cool little second. Oh, come on, go ahead and grab it. Even though you got that nice strong spiritual rope right in front of you. That's bringing you along. Cause what he says right here in Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 2:1. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 2:1. What does it say? My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Prepare your soul for temptation. Why? Because you were in the world before everybody came to the truth. Y'all was doing stuff in the world, knowingly or unknowingly. Y'all was still doing something in the world. That's either in the camps, church buildings, doing holidays, doing birthdays. When you sneeze, saying bless you, you were still doing things carnally to this world. You were still doing it, no matter what's going on. Or you just casually talking to somebody, where things will come up and they would say, "Oh, thank you." You know, say, "Guys, oh yeah." You agreeing with that? You still doing things going in this world, but now we know how to go straight towards this path of the Most High. Those things that you used to love doing, you don't think the devil is gonna know what you were doing. He know what you're doing. So does God know what you were doing? But the thing is, the devil wants you to come back to that. The devil wants you to grab on back to that rope. They want you to grab back to your own reputation. The devil wants you to grab back to your own understanding. He wants you to grab onto to that feel good message. He wants you to grab on to things that you used to love doing. Drinking, partying, smoking, hollering at all the girls. He wants you to do that. Man, come on back, man. I gotta, I gotta, I got, I got 3 bottles of vodka, Hennessy, Pink Whitney, you name it. I got all of it. I got the weed. I got the pills. I got the perks. I got all that for you, man. You remember we used to hang out all the time. All the girls look at your way. Yeah, he gonna come at you with all this stuff, with all this nonsense. That devil will not stop coming after you. He will not stop coming after you. That's why you gotta make sure you gotta be 100% in the way, because if you're not, he always gonna come after you no matter what. Even if you're 100%, he's still gonna try to come after you. He's gonna try to find that slither or crack of you slipping up, because you're gonna slip. But you gotta make sure that you get up all the way through to who? To Jehovah. Because what? We say this so strongly because let's go to Genesis. Genesis 6 and 5. We're going to pull, is that B? Let me see. Yeah, B. We're going to pull Genesis 5B. We're going to go down right here. What does that say? And that every imagination of thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart, of his will, of his desire, was only evil continually. Because if you try to do it your own way, if you try to do everything that you want to do, and things that you want to do that you feel like you try to get into and do, it's evil. Because you're not reaching out to the spirit. You're not praying, you're not meditating, you're not asking for help from the Most High. You trying to jump the gun to do your own thing, but that's what the devil wants you to do. Do it. Man, you can do it by yourself. Man, you gotta open it up. But man, close the book and tell me what you really got going on. Tell me what's really in your heart. What? Tell me what you really got going on in life. Not asking the question, not seeing how you can actually do it spiritually. Not seeing how this could actually affect you spiritually. You just want to keep doing. You want to do things your own way. What? That temptation, throwing that rope out, and what you doing? You just grabbing a hold of it. That's what you're doing. Just grabbing it. Oh, it should be cool. And you going down, where it get hotter and hotter until you take it too hot. Then you want to try to let go, but it is too late. Because in reality, you want to live with the flesh, and we can't live after the flesh. Because what? Romans 8 and 13. Romans 8 and 13. For if ye live after flesh, ye shall die. It says it right here. It's point blank. It's point blank. Period. Straight to the point. You see it. If you live after the flesh, ye shall die. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you pulling on that rope, if you pulling out on that lifestyle, if you want to get into those things, you will die. You will get that second death. You will. No, I won't get that. Yes, you will. You will get that second death, and there's nothing you can do about it. I can't. You can't say it any more plain. But people will still say, "No, I'm holding on to God," and you doing this exact same thing. You was living after the flesh. You conga line, you dancing around in the flesh, thinking that you do a part of God. Really? We can't be that dumb. But we are. It's the sad thing. Let's go on. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deed, kill those deeds of the body, kill those deeds of the flesh, you shall live. Living strictly only after the Most High. Walking in your journey strictly on the stone foundation that He has set for you. You shall live. Go to Galatians. Because it's something that we got to do. And it ain't nothing that I'll do later. No, we got to do it once we hear it. Galatians 24, Galatians 5, 24 to 25. And they that are Christ have crucified. That crucified is what? Put to death. The flesh with the affections and lust. 25. If ye will live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. We got to walk it like we talk it. If we talking it, we better do it. That's what we got to do. But thing is, if we talking it, guess what? Those temptations going to come up because you're going to get tried every time you talk about it. Every time you say, oh yeah, man, I never do that. You meet that temptation going to come up. And guess what? So a lot of us going to take hold to it, but a lot of us ain't going to say we do. A lot of us ain't going to say we do. We get to a certain point where we think that we good. We think we straight. We think we know what we got going on. But as soon as that temptation come up, we grab a hold of that rope like an idiot. We grab a hold of that rope so well. We just think everything's fine and handy. No. Every time you think that you good, that's the greatest time where something's bound to happen. Because you think you good. You think that you comfortable. Once you think you're comfortable, that's exactly where he can get you. He snag you right back into that fleshly side. But we got to make sure that if we live up to the Spirit, we got to walk in the Spirit. Ain't no living in the Spirit and still walking in flesh still. We can't be doubled. It's not going to work. But before we can get to that part, let's stay on the track. We're trying to jump the gun on something. Let's stay level real quick. Let's go to Romans 6 and 6. Romans 6 and 6 right here. Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve in sin. That henceforth that we should not serve in sin. We should not serve in sin. We got to live according to Christ. We got to make sure that our journey and our lifestyle is what? In Christ. We got to make sure that our walk has to be strictly on to Him. Has to be well bounded. We have to have this tight bond that cannot be broken in Him. And to make sure that our lamps and oil is trimmed only in His way. We can't have no other way. Right? And this is what we do, right? So you see the one that I just ran, right? This is what we do, right? But the thing that is so crazy, where is it at? We say we do this, we say we do that. Let's go to Isaiah. This is what we do. Isaiah 29:13. Isaiah 29:13. This is what we do. We say, oh yeah, we circumcised, we separated, we put to death the flesh, and we live and we walking after the Spirit. No, it's got to have my journey nice and caked walk. That's what we do. So this is what we actually do, though. Wherefore, the Lord said, for as much as people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips, do honor me, but remove their hearts far from me, and their fear towards me is taught by the precepts of men. We say one thing and doing another. Whoa. That's what we do. We say these things, We say this, we say that, and we doing a whole other thing outside. As soon as we get done with the teaching, as soon as we get done with the video on YouTube, notes and all, got it all typed out. We don't even take 30 minutes to go through it. We don't take 30 minutes of what was going on, what was said, what can we hearken on, what can we meditate on. But what we do, we just have to drop everything and go right after that door and see what we can get into. WTM. What's the move? Like, what? What's the move, y'all? Why do we do this? How about we go through it, we take a little bit, take 10 minutes, 15. Take some time, see what you can learn from it, see what you can add to what you can teach for the brothers, to what you can teach, to what you can apply in your next lesson. See what you can grab off of what it was taught. Because you have those right there, and you can go, oh wait, he had this too. Yoink, take that from his and put it in yours. But make sure you have that understanding where you can put it and translate it to your own lesson. That same thing go for sisters. Have it where you're able to put it in your own lesson, see what's going on. Oh wait, I didn't know I was doing that. Because we gotta meditate continually. We gotta make sure that we strictly on this path. But a lot of us say this and say that, but we don't do it. Our desire, we say we do this. We talk this talk, but we don't walk the walk. A lot of us say, yeah, I'm walking the spiritual walk. Yeah, I'm walking the spiritual walk. But we too afraid to cut people. We too afraid to tell ourselves that. Every time we have this sword, we got a double-edged sword. We stab them, but we stab ourselves right back because we doing the same thing that they doing. We trying to take a log out their boat, and we got the fattest sequoia tree in ours. How about we remove ours before we try to start helping somebody else? We gotta make sure that we correct us before we correct them. Because you telling them not to do something, but you doing it your own self. So how about you listen to yourself and do it? We say one thing and do another. What? We are in a deep mixed multitude. We got some people that are striving towards the Most High. We got some people that are struggling, but still striving towards the Most High. And then we got liars. Then we got heathens. Then we got unbelievers. Then we got people that are in the blood of the carnal mind. We got people that's walking on this journey of quicksand, mud, dirt, and filth. And it's unclean. Where we shouldn't be moving in this way. We shouldn't be moving, adapting through the flesh. We shouldn't be going through. We shouldn't be trying to increase the flesh. We should be killing the flesh. But we say we're killing the flesh, but we're not doing the things to kill the flesh. We're doing the thing not to kill that blood, that lifestyle of it. We say we getting all this information. We say we're doing this, but we're not doing the thing. Let's go to Revelations. Revelations 3:17. Revelations 3:17. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increased with goods, which is what? The edification. You're getting edified, right? And I have need of nothing. Knowingest not that thou art wretched and miserable, which is that empty, that void, and poor and unfruitful, and blind and naked. We quick to talk. We quick to talk, saying, yeah, we good. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, amen. We quick to say that. We quick to do all these things. We quick to say yes. To say we good. But we not. We don't understand it. But we quick to say, yes, I understand. But we don't want to jump up and actually get help. We don't want to get that understanding, which is insane. I had to look at myself with that. I got to turn over every rock that I don't understand. We quick to say we good, but then when pastors say, "Now look at everybody not raising their hand. Now look at it. Now if I get some raised hand, oh look, now it's crickets. Now it's crickets. Nobody want to raise that. But as soon as you say that, now everybody, uh, yeah, I understand. No, do you really understand? Just take the account. It ain't what's like. You don't understand. He can walk you through it. Like people, I'm so confused. He can walk you through everything that's going on. Elders can walk you through anything that's going on that they have taught. Just ask the question. They're gonna run you through where you can understand it. And if you don't understand it, guess what? They can see you to somebody else that got to understand it. You go eventually. If they run you through everybody, you eventually gonna find somebody that can help you. But we say we good, but we not. We say we good, but we still unfruitful. We still empty. We still voided of the truth. But we say we get an edification. We still saying amen. We go through these 2-hour lessons, an hour and a half lessons, and still don't understand a single thing that's going on. Wisdom of Solomon. So the Wisdom of Solomon. Yeah, that was it. Wisdom of Solomon 9:15. For a corruptible body presses down the soul. Presses down the soul. And the earthly tabernacle, the earthly temple, weigheth down the mind, which masseueth upon many things. Right? So that defiled body, right? That's gonna think of that's gonna meditate, that's gonna consider, and that's gonna ponder on many things. Upon a lot of things. That's not just gonna have that earth. That's not gonna just have that spiritual. It's gonna have that earth. It's gonna have a lot. It's gonna be taking a lot of in every type of information. Gonna be taking a little bit of this. Gonna take a little bit of that. Everywhere, right? Go to 16. 16. And hardly do we guess aright the things that are upon earth, and we labor do we find things that are before us, but the things that are in heaven, who has searched out? We want to think the things of the world, of this world, and not search out the things that can give us everlasting life. That is in the book of life. We want to hold on to a page of the book of life, but still want to go out and do crazy things and do all these weird, outlandish things of the world, which makes no sense because we can't have both. People say up and down that they can hold on to the blood of the spirit and to the blood of to the blood of the flesh. They want to hold these both together. They want to literally braid them together, tusher and twist them, and want to hold on to both. You cannot do that. Because that's double-minded all right there. Let's put it real quick. Real quick. I think it's in Romans, right here, Romans 1:8. A double-minded man is unstable on his ways. Because what? You are going to try to do this, and it won't intertwine. That's why you cannot braid them together. They physically cannot co with one another. When have you ever seen the devil and the Most High at the same table? You will never see that ever, because this word don't change. You will never see that ever, ever, because that's just don't know. We're not even gonna get into that. But carnal minded is death. That temptation from the devil is death. The thing of this world that's temporary is death. The thing that is everlasting life, is the Most High. That's life and peace. God. We cannot have both. Because you have both. That's your own mind. That's your own way. You thinking the man's way. You thinking. Spoil it. Spoil it. Proverbs 16. Proverbs 16:25. There is a way that seemeth right unto man, but the end thereof are ways of death. Every time. Because you're in. Because we think it's a game. We think that we could just have La La Land and have both little, what are they called? I don't know what they're called. Like, you know, the little strings, like the little stick, and you got like a string that'll follow itself. Basically, we got two ropes, just dancing around. We got one rope in hand, we got other rope in the hand, and we try to combine both of these, trying to do jump rope. Like, what are we doing? And if you being a double-minded man, and you see right here, this way that seems right in the man, you think it's right under you. You think it's right by your own understanding, by your own thoughts, by your own imagination. But what? You end up going to have that second death regardless, because you're still trying to mix both of these things that can't be mixed. You saying that you know God, you saying that you trust God, but you still trying to do things of this world. You still not having that patience and waiting on the Most High. Make it make sense, because it won't. We say we getting rid of this stuff. We say we getting rid of all this. We say we doing this. We say we doing that. But we still want to have some type of hold on to the world. The thing is, even if we remove 99.99%, just like the germs, we go to Galatians. Galatians 5 and 9. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. A little bit of that own understanding, of that blood of the carnal mind, of that lifestyle, of that sin, a little bit of that rope that you try to grab on with your pinky, even if you grab onto a tad bit, can destroy the entire thing altogether. That's like you building on one piece of a Jenga puzzle. You know how Jenga's like 3-3, 3-3, 3-3, 3-3, 3-3, 3-3, 3-3, 3-3. That's like you trying to put 3-3, 3-3, 3-3, 3-3, put one on the right, and then try to make three up top. That makes no sense, because you won't be able to make a full solid foundation, because when these things and comes and this pressure hit, the whole thing gonna fall, because what, you decided to put your own little spin on it. You decide to let a little bit of that lifestyle of your own understanding get through and knock it all over. But you gotta restart, because what, if the top part break and then all this metal part stripped down all the way to the bottom, you gotta pick all that back up and start from the beginning. Because what, it leverages the whole lump. But a lot of us, when that crashes, what do? We don't rebuild it. We don't get back up, dust ourselves off. A lot of us say, man, I'm done with this. And that was really your real desire. You didn't want to be here from the beginning. Proverbs 14 and 32. The wicked is driven away in his own wickedness because that's what you decide to do. You decide to see if you want to build it a different way. You decide to be like, you know what? I can do this my way. Oh, you can do it your way? Boom. Right there. Real quick. Snapped it off just like that. That was your real desire. You was wicked from the beginning and you still was when you left. But you was saying all this and that, saying that, oh yeah, I'll get this right down, I'll get this down pat right here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Let's read on. But the righteousness has hope in his death. But the righteousness has hope in his death. But you're driven away from your wickedness. Right? Right? Because we are so entangled on this rope of the blood of the carnal. We were here saying, wait. I haven't done this first. I want to try this. I want to do that. I want to do things of this world. I still want to do a lot of things that I haven't got to do. I want to cross off my bucket list, even though they're contrary against the Most High. Oh, I have my whole life ahead of me. Oh, I'm young. Oh, come on, I just want to. Let me just live a little. Out here, still on this road, still tugging away from the Spirit, still trying to pull yourself away from the Spirit. Oh, I just want to live a little bit. Oh, I want to still do the ways of this world. Then from the other side, what? You still want to do things, but what? You over here trying to fix, instead of fixing what's wrong now and not having to deal with all this nonsense and getting actually counsel and getting understanding and seeing the cautions ahead of time. You want to go pull yourself towards that stuff, add more stuff on top of it, add more. That's gonna put you in a bad spot because you're what? You're gonna be building more ropes for the corner side, right? You're gonna have more understanding. You're gonna have more understanding of the world. That's not good. Instead of removing those things that you know, because if you hold on to the world more and build more things will get caught and it'll be harder to get rid of because you want to put more weight, more flesh on top of flesh, more sin on top of sin, more wickedness on top of wickedness. Building that Jenga tower. Even though it's simple, even though it's a simple thing, a lot of us still want to hold on to the ways of this world as much as we can because they wish they can go back. I mean, you can't go back, but your spot will never change. Hell would be a resting place. Hell would be a resting place. Cause what? If you really want to go back, why are you here? You really don't want to give up the ways of this world. You might as well stick to it. It's better to be in the world than lukewarm. Because if you're in the world or lukewarm, you're still gonna go to the exact same spot. Because we still want to do things of this world and do things of the Spirit. Which it makes no sense. It makes absolute no sense. We want to say we still got a life ahead of us. We still want to say that, oh, I still got my bucket list. I still got things on, but the thing that on your bucket list is contrary unto the Most High. Now that you have figured that out, and you still want to go do those things, are you okay? The wicked is driven away from his wickedness because what? You make more ropes. You pull more, building more. The journey to the flesh, journey to the sin. Just walk. You're building more of that Jenga tower, 3x3, flesh on flesh, flesh on flesh. But then once you have that little bit, and you think, and you try to cross over to that spiritual side, everything is getting knocked down to a piece of shred. Everything's getting knocked down to a piece of shred. But then what we like to do, we like to say, you know what? Man, God, why you do this to me? God, why you do this to me? You did it to you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Everything that you built, everything that you tried to build was temporary. That has no value in things. That has no benefit in the long run. You do it to yourself. So when everything disappears, you blame it on God. You saying you got time. You say you got this. We can't afford to mess this up. But a lot of people will mess it up every time. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Right here. Go to Isaiah. We got to cut it. We have to cut this off immediately. We have to make sure that we are cutting it off now while we have the chance, instead of building up things that we won't be able to break off because we want to hold on to it so much. And we just got to get rid of it, because if we don't, those things that we want to get rid of, we say it's going to be hard to get rid of, but it's simple to just stop doing it. But we still want to hold to it so bad because we love the thing, we love the world so much. Just off that one thing, and that one thing of that 99.99, and that one thing could live in the whole lump. Right here on the screen, Isaiah 59:3. For your hands are defiled with blood. See it. And your fingers with iniquity. And your lips have spoken lies. Your tongue has murmured perverseness. We offended God through the word, walk, and lifestyle. We branch when the branch is snapped from the tree. When we get snapped from that, we get snapped from this rope. You think that knowledge is going to keep flowing through? When he said, you know what, go ahead and do your thing, and that rope gets cut, you think we're going to still get supplying? You think we're going to be supplying by that spirit every time? You still think we're going to get that knowledge every time? That's just like, oh, that's what I was going to say. When that branch gets snapped from the tree, you think that branch still gets roots? That still gets food from the roots? That still gets food from that foundation of the tree? No. No. Why? Because we still want to be cool with the world. We still want to be ha ha ki with the world. Can't have that. Because if we continue with the world, we're gonna be temporary, just like that branch. Once it's gone, and he sees what we were doing, and we have all them ropes in our hands. Let's keep going. Let's go to Matthew. Matthew 6:19. Hopefully, I make it sit so far. Hopefully, I'm saying we getting some great understanding, and seeing what's going on. See what we do. We gotta consider what's going on here. Matthew 6:19. Lay not up yourself treasure upon the earth, nor moth and rust doeth corrupt, and the thieves break through and steal. We're worried about things on the earth. We worried about everything on this earth. Everything that you can see is temporary. We worried about more things on this earth than things above. Everything on this earth is temporary, but we love temporary things. We love it more than God. We love this rope that can feed us that can feed us the satisfaction that is never feel. Let me see. 1 second. satisfaction. Actually, no, it's here somewhere. Here we go. It found it. Proverbs. Cause what? We always want to hold to these temporary things, but every time we do it, we want more. We want more. We want different ways to do it. We want more. We want stronger things. Stronger. Right? Proverbs 27. I think it's 20. Right here. Hell and destruction is never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied. This is the problem. We are never satisfied. Every time we want to hold on to the things of this world, every time we want more and more, and things that don't go right, we always want more, more of it, more of it. Every time things don't, every time we walk in this way, every time that we pull ourselves on this blood rope, every time that we do it, we want more of it. Every time we pull one hand on the flesh, we pull another hand on top of it. We keep pulling, we keep pulling, we keep pulling, we keep pulling, we keep pulling until it consumes us. We can't have that, but we're gonna do it anyway. We go to First John. Oop, the First John. First John 2:15. We're going to 16. Love not the world. I'll highlight that. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. But we want to be cool with the world so bad. But we still think it's cool. Oh, you don't love the world, but we think it's cool. You still don't think it's part of the world. Which that means what? If you think it's cool, it is not of the Father. Plain and simple. You still got this pride, you still got this wickedness. What is that? Again, out of the Father. You still got lust of the flesh. You still want to do your own understandings. It's not of the Father. You still want to hold more treasures upon this earth. That's temporary. Right here again. Not of the Father. You need your own thoughts, your own ways, saying you want to be patient, but you're not. You want to use your lips, say you want to honor him, but your heart is far from him, and your heart's still in the world. It is not of the Father. It's not of the Most High at all. But we claim it so hard. We say, oh yeah, he does it for me, he does it for me. No, he don't. That's the devil doing it for you. You still doing things in this world? The Father's not in you. Let's go back. Let's do it again. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. The love of the Father is not in him. Let's go to Sirach or Ecclesiasticus. Two. We go to 15, 16. They that fear the Lord, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his words, and they that love him will keep his ways. 16. They that fear the Lord will seek, which is well and pleasing unto him. And they that love him shall be filled with his law. So you think the ones that's foolish and that's going to hold on to that rope are going to be filled with his law? You think the ones that's going to clearly go contrary and disobey his words are going to be filled with the law? You think the ones that's going to seek carnal understanding is going to be filled with his law? They won't be filled with none of it, because they keep going contrary unto what he says. Let me find it real quick. That law, which is that commandments, his statutes, his precepts, his ordinances. They're going contrary unto these things. Why would they be filled with it if they keep going contrary unto them? It makes no sense. Because they keep going contrary because they take in everything. They believe every word. Actually, I think that's in. We can go to Proverbs real quick. Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple, right here. The simple believeth every word. Simple. Says spiritual dictionary. I got it on my phone. That's why I didn't see it on the screen. The simple, the foolish, the silly one. The foolish believeth every word. They believe every word to a right T, and then guess what? They're gonna hurt themselves in the long run because they think they believe every word. Oh, if he did this, he did this, he did that. It don't matter if it's coming from a church dude at a podium, a random dude on the street. They ain't showing no precept, no nothing. They're gonna believe every word. Oh yeah, amen. Oh, amen this, amen that. Yes, ma'am, bam, wham, thank you, ma'am. That's what we gonna do. We do it like clockwork. We believe a foolish man, a simple man believe every word. But the prudent, a wise man, looketh well to his going. Gonna see what's going on. Gonna see. Hold on. Whoa. Now, got somebody dip on your chip. What's this right here? That's what's got to go on. It's always gonna be a flip of a coin of every situation that goes on. Because look, we gonna have that. A lot of people gonna have that rope, and it's gonna follow the Most High. And a lot of them think they got the rope, think they getting that nutrients from him, but it's been cut. That's been gone. He been hand you over to what you like. So now you think that you following the right way, but you're really not following the right way. You getting that nutrients from the world. You getting nutrients from the temporary that won't benefit you anything in the long run. Because what? It's never satisfied. So you think you're getting satisfied, but it's really never gonna get satisfied because of the world. It's from hell and destruction. And another thing, we mistaken things in this world that is to be good. But everything here that we can see with our physical eyes is temporary. You can just look around for a quick second. Somebody probably got cups, a cup of water. So now I'm saying, if you're in your living room, you got the TV, you got the pictures on the wall, you got plants, you see the grass outside, you see the trees, you see all the cars running, you see plants, you see all this stuff. All that is gonna get gone. All of it's gonna get gone. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 1 and 2. Vanity of vanities, said the preacher. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. Right? All is vanity. Let's go to it. Oh, that's not going to pull up nothing. Hold on. Vanity. Fruitless. Emptiness. Oh, what's in vanity? Pride. All this is gonna lock right back into what it is. Pride is everywhere. Flesh, it ties right back into it. Sin, it goes right back into it. Corruption, it goes. Everything here is temporary. Everything here gonna disappear. You never know when. Everything here got expiration date. It's like you see on your bag of chips. Everything got expiration date. You never know when it's gonna go though. It can go beforehand. Everything here is temporary. We know this so much, but we still want to hold to the things that is temporary. Just to get another understanding, let's go to First John. First John 2:17. You gonna put this right here. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. You see, we see right here. The world passeth away, and the lust thereof. The world. Where we at right now is gonna pass away. Temporary. Gone, chopped up. Everything is gonna get gone. But what stays here forever? But he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. Because his word ain't going nowhere. His word don't change. When this word is gone, guess what's still gonna be here? The word. But you know what we like to do? Go to Isaiah. Go to Isaiah. Isaiah 5:20. What's going on? Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Why do we like to do this? The crazy thing, some people like to think the world's going to be forever. We think the world's not going to die. Some people think that things in this world will not pass away. Oh, there's too much of it. No, this will be here forever. Oh, really? Oh, really? What about Aunt Aunt Jemima? Everything go. Oh, so it's not temporary, right? How much? Oh no, it was just her time. Oh, I thought it would be forever. Why do we like to flip things? We like to flip things. So it's so random. We like to flip light for darkness and darkness for like what's going on? We like to say, "Oh no, this is good. This is the good rope." Clearly seeing that this rope is black, darkness, and sin, and we're not holding on to the rope of light. Really? But what? Just, just, just like we was just talking about it. The simple believeth every word. So they're gonna get words from somebody that doesn't have anything that knows the truth, what it is or what it's about, and they're gonna retrieve that. A foolish person will retrieve that as good, but it's really evil. So they already got that flip flop. They already got that mix up. So when you try to give them the truth, they're gonna think what that light is darkness. They're gonna think that what you're telling them is a lie. What you're actually telling them is the truth. So they're gonna call evil good. No, they're gonna call good evil. They're gonna call good evil because they've been so foolish in the time that they've been here. But if they decide to hold to this, hell's gonna be in there. Hell's gonna be it for them. That's it. You can try to tell them do this, do that, but it's not. Let's go to 21. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Wow. Because if you're gonna be in your own eyes, if you're gonna do your own understanding, it's not gonna work for you. It won't. because you just won't you just won't have it. Hell and destruction will always be there. Hell and destruction will be there for these that think that they know the right way, but they not asking the question to see if they got it right. They just gonna do it their own way. They gonna do it on their own thoughts. Actually, I think it's still here. I know it's 55. You gonna pull this real quick. It's not here, but it makes sense because you gonna do your own eyes. Romans 8:9. Is it 8:9? Romans 55:8. Romans 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither my ways your ways. Says who? Says who? The Spirit of God. And then just to get this real quick, Malachi 3:6. Right here. We're gonna pull this part. For I'm the Spirit of God, and I change not. He won't change. Nothing here won't change. And you know what? Just to make this a little bit more, so we can't get around this part. Y'all already know where we going. Psalms 89 and 34. My covenant will not break, nor alter the thing that's going on my lips. Everything that I'm saying will not change. Everything that's been going on will not change. If you want to hold to this way, the ways of the world, death will be your place. That's just how it's gonna be. You can hiss and holler, cuss and all this. It will be your ending place because he doesn't change and his covenant will not break nor alter. In this case, people ain't getting me. So let's put alter in the spiritual dictionary. Alter literally says change. Nor change the thing that's gone. It won't change. Everything that he says in this book, he will do. Everything he says in this book, he will do. But you know what's crazy? We so quick to talk. We so quick to talk the talk, but we won't walk the walk. That's the crazy thing. So it's like we always got to go back to square one every time. Every time we build this tower. Every time we build a tower. Every time we think we're doing the right way, but we build this tower. And it gets knocked down, and we always saying, "Oh, why did I do it?" Because you're doing it out your own thoughts. You're doing it out your own ways. We can't be doing nothing out our own ways. We gotta make sure that we be in the building, that we building that foundation from who? The Most High. Make sure that when that building happens, we build it through who? The Most High. We make sure we build it on His spiritual foundation. We make sure that we don't build it on our own reputation, because we build it on our own, it's gonna mess us up in the long run. The thing that you realize that once you keep building and building and building, you're never satisfied with it, huh? You're never satisfied with the thing that you've done. Because what? Hell and destruction is never satisfied. You think that you're building in the right eyes, but you building the right eye, you building in the right eyes of hell. To being honest. Everything that you said you want to cross off for your bucket list, and you still going to contract, still want to go to these clubs, still want to do all this stuff. Every time you build, it's just more and more and more that you gotta destroy off anyway. And then you always gonna try to keep that little block, that Jenga block in your back pocket, trying to go through them doors, and it won't let you, because that little block that you got in the back is loving the whole lump. So what we gotta do? Let's go to Sirach. You can go. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus. 2 and 2 gonna go down quite a ways. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. When we go through these things, when we go through everything, we gotta make sure our heart is set on the blood of the spiritual side, on the spiritual mind. We gotta make sure that every time that we go through these things in this world, we do it through the Most High. Every time. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because if we get nutrients from the ways of this world, it's not gonna be good. So we got to make sure we don't make haste. Make sure I say that right. We constantly endure and make not haste the time of trouble. So when we fall, when we hit a pothole and we trip, get back up and follow in his way no matter what. Because his way is going to help you get through everything that you got to get through. Go to 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest increase in thy last end. Right here, you see it right here. Depart not away. Don't think you getting. Make sure you understand what's going on. Because if you depart away, you can easily get flipped around in this world. That's like going down in the deep water and everything's pitch black and you get flipped around. You don't need no up, down, or left or right. But if you put your trust in him and you let him guide you, he's going to bring you back. You make sure, because guess what? Don't make haste. Don't panic. Cleave unto him, because he's going to get you through it. But once you try to use your own ways and your own thoughts, you're going to die right there. Your last breath is going to be right there. But what? We got to depart not. We got to cleave unto him. We got to trust him. Because he's going to increase at that last end. He's going to make sure that we good. We're going to make sure that we straight. Because let's go to 4. Just like I was saying. Whatsoever is brought unto thee, take cheerfully and be patient. Well, now I changed to a low state. Yes, exactly. When you hit them potholes, when you hit them Kansas City, Missouri potholes, when you hit them potholes, boom, boom, it might knock you off the trail a little bit. You might have popped tire, but what? Be patient. Take it cheerfully, because what? It could have been way worse. But it's something you got to understand what is going on. Okay, sorry, we're gonna go down to 9. We're gonna go down to 9. So yeah, I know what I'm saying. Just to let y'all see what's going on. But see, we gotta make sure that we cleave unto him, because we take it cheerfully. Because what? If we take it cheerfully, we gotta be patient. That's why I said make not haste. In 2 and 2. We're gonna skip 5 and go down to 9. Actually, no. I'm gonna get this part right here in 5. I don't know how that is. The gold is trying the fire. You're gonna be tried. You are going to be tried. Tried is everywhere. Because you're gonna see if you really want to hold on to him, or you're gonna hold on to the ways of man. You're gonna be put in that furnace to see if you really want to hold on to the way to his rope, or you want to hold on to the world's rope. You're gonna be tried every time, because that gold is that man, right? And that fire is gonna bring you to that furnace. You can be tried. You can be tried in the desire. See what you're really about. You'll see what you're really about. Now I'm gonna go to 6. Believe in him, and he will help thee. He's gonna help you get around every time. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Trust in him. Don't have no 99.99%. Have 100%. If you struggle, ask for help to make sure that you're doing it right, because he has. Jeremiah. Where is it at? We'll come back to it real. I gotta get this. I got to. I think that's Jeremiah 3:15. Right. Yeah. I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Correct. He's gonna make sure that we right. He's gonna make sure that when these messages come and give us the understanding, he's gonna make sure that we gonna be straight. He'll make sure that we won't fall, because they're gonna give us that understanding to make sure that we do it the right way. So what? Trust in him, because he gonna get you through it every time. 7. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Because if you try to grab onto that rope of the corner way and make haste and try to grab onto it, because you know that temptation gonna be at the back of your hand. So if you try to grab onto that rope, Did you really have trust in him? Why do you not wait for his mercy? Because once you try to grab on that rope, you're going to fall. You're going to fall. You're going to fall real quick. And we can't have that. But a lot of us are going to stick. A lot of us going to grab onto that rope. Because we don't have that great fall. Because we won't have that patience for him. We say we do, but we don't. We got to be honest with ourselves. We got to be honest with what we're doing. Because if you honest, he's going to be okay with that. But if you lying straight through your teeth, go ahead and see what happens. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and he shall reward you, and your reward shall not fail. Believe him. Believe that he can actually get you through it. Trust in him that he can actually get you through it. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Right there. If you put all these things, desire for good, desire for him, that he will be able to get you through these things. Because he's going to be here forever. His word going to be here forever. This knowledge ain't going nowhere. So if you really desire after him and go on this walk and desire strictly after the Most High, you're gonna be one strong mind, strong soul. You're gonna be strong in the spirit. You gotta cut off that branch of this world, so you can't get nutrients from it. You gotta cut it every day because it's gonna try to grow back. It's gonna try to grow back. Go to Psalms. Okay. Go to Psalms 38. 38 and 8. Wait. Sorry, 39 and 8. Yeah, I was like, it don't look right. Deliver me for all my transgressions. Make me not reapproach of the foolishness. Right? Let's see. Go to deliver. Deliver. Save me from all my transgressions. Save me from all the stupid things that I've been doing. Save me from all the stupid things that I've been doing. Get this rope away from me. Get all this sinfulness away from me. I don't want nothing to do with it. I see what I got to do. I see I can't hold on to both of these. Get it away from me. Make me not the reproach of the foolishness. Get me away from it. Get me away from all this stuff. Because it's something that I don't want to do. That's what we got to do, right? Let's see. Because we got to make sure that we get away from all this. We got to own up to it. It's going to not ask right here. I was dumb. I was dumb. I was silent. I opened not my mouth because thou didst it. I was dumb, silent. When I needed help, I didn't ask the question. I didn't. I need to fight to understand. I didn't. Remove all this from me. Get it away from me. Cause what we got to do? Go to Jeremiah. Gotta move all this from me, right? Go to Jeremiah. Where Jeremiah? Jeremiah, right? Oh, here we go. Jeremiah 7:22. Go down 23. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day I brought them out of Egypt, brought them out of the land of Egypt, concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. Right? But this thing commanded I them, obey my voice, and I will be your God, and ye shall be my people, and walk ye in all the ways that I commanded you, that it may be well unto you. That it may be well unto you. We have to have the circumcision from the flesh. So we cannot get no nutrients. We have to go out, so we have to, so what? So we are able to seek the one and only. We got to make sure that we are completely circumcised from that flesh. We got to make sure that we completely cut it off completely. You know them scalpels? Cut it. We have to, we got to be. We have to be completely circumcised. We got to be separated. Go to Genesis. Genesis 17 and 10. This is my covenant. What do you say? This is my covenant, which ye shall keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Gotta keep going. Every man child among you shall be circumcised. Correct. 11. And ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token covenant betwixt me and you. The only thing that should be around your body is the rope and the blood of the lifestyle of Jehovah, of this book, of the covenant. That's the only thing that should be you and him. That's it. That has to be it. Cause everything else. Everything else got to go. Everything else. Guess what? If you really hold and you circumcise, you separate from all that flesh. Guess what? Let's go to Leviticus. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men running. Leviticus 11:33. And the earthly vessel whereunto any of them falls whatsoever is in it shall be unclean, and ye shall break it. Ye shall break it. Anything that is uncircumcised, anything that is on that tower, that is flesh, that is still a part of that tree, that is still getting that nutrients from the flesh, that's still getting that nutrient from the unbelievers, that the simple-minded, it's got to go. You got to break it off. You have to break it off. It has to disappear. It has to be left behind. Because if you do not break it off, and you still decide to do these things, and you went through all this, this separation from the blood of the carnal mind and the carnal ways, we end at the beginning of the teaching. Romans 8. Romans 8 and 13. For if you live after the flesh, ye shall die. You will die. You will get that second death. Because you didn't break off that deadly nutrients. You didn't break off that non-beneficial nutrients. But if ye though the spirit do mortify, pull it up. Mortify. Subdue. Deny. Get it gone. Get it gone. Get it gone. Kill it off. Kill off the deeds of the body. Kill off the deeds of the flesh. So you can live after the spirit. So you can only get that one death and live that life in peace. Proverbs. Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Spirit of God with all thine heart. What it say? What it say? What it say? Trust in the Spirit of God with all thine heart, and lean not to thine own understanding. Lean not to your own understanding, because if you lean to your own understanding, it's going to lead you to death. I'll tell you that now. Go to 6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. He's going to direct your paths. He's going to do it. You see how it says, it don't say, and you shall direct your path. No, it don't say that. No. It says, and he shall direct thy paths. The Most High gonna do it. That's why you gotta be along for the ride. That's why you gotta be on that rope, have a towel around your body, and have the nutrients be him, and you following him. That's it. That's it. That's it. Philippians 1:21. See, yep, 21. For to me, to live is Christ. For to me, to live is Christ, and to die is to gain. You gotta kill this flesh. You got to. Because you killing this flesh daily, you are basically what I'm saying, basically what they're saying, right? Let's see if I remember. Let me see. Think Elder Howard. Yep, Elder Howard pulled this up. He had this on his board at work. He must decrease. He must increase, but I must decrease. He must increase. I must decrease. He must increase, and I must decrease. I gotta make sure that I live after Christ. That I live after the spiritual side. That I live after that walk, that journey through the spiritual. And I gotta kill this flesh off daily. I gotta make sure that this flesh doesn't get no type of nutrients of the knowledge of this world. I gotta make sure that the nutrients that I'm only getting from is flowing through that spiritual. Is that I was only flowing through Jehovah. That's only flowing through from his way. That's what we got to do. We got to hold fast to everything that is going on. Got to hold. Go to Leviticus. Leviticus 20. And 7. Go down to 8. Sanctify, set apart yourself, therefore, and be ye holy, separated, for I am the Spirit of God your God. And ye shall keep my statutes and what? And do them. And do them. I am the Lord which sanctify you, which set up. Do them. He's commanded you to do them. He's commanded you to keep them. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I need everybody to put in the chat. Do it. Do it. That's what we gotta do it. It ain't going nowhere. It won't change. Do it. Proverbs 4 and 13. Proverbs 4 and 13. Take fast. Take fast hold of instructions. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life. For she's thy life. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. You better do it down to all the way around. Because if you decide to let that go, you know where you're going. You know exactly where you're going. And a lot of people are going to say, no, I didn't know. Don't let the wisdom go. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. We gotta hold fast to which is good. So why we let go something good? The thing that give us life, why we let that go? We gotta hold fast. Why? Because if we hold fast to it, let's go to Matthew real quick. We have a couple more. We're gonna straight up out of here. Matthew 7 and 14. A lot of us know where we're going, but because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and a few there be that find it. So why we let her go? If we let her go, how are we gonna find this way? If it's narrow and we don't have this, if we don't have the wisdom, and we didn't take hold of the instruction, how will we be able to find it? We can't do it alone. We can't do it alone. We physically cannot do it alone, but we think we can, which is so insane. We can't do it alone. We can't. The only way that we can do it. Go to Romans. Romans 8 and 14. Romans 8 and 14. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are sons of God. Being servant is the only way to get through there. It's the only way. It's the only way to get through there. It's the only way. You will not be able to get through those gates if you're trying to go do it on your own for your own will. You got to have that spirit with you. You got to have that rope with you. That's it. One rope. That's it. One rope. That's it. You can't have that other rope. I'm telling you now, if you have that other rope, you will die that second death. You will not make it. That's why a lot of people won't make it, because we all gonna try to have that rope in our back pocket. And if you got a little bit of that and a little whole lump, you done for. I promise you. Matthew 26:41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation, for the spirit indeed is willing, But the flesh is weak. The flesh is weak. If you kill it off and you don't give it the nutrients, the flesh is weak. These temptations, and if you have full trust in the Most High, and He gonna get you through it. Just like we ran Ecclesiasticus 2 down to 9. You gotta make sure you have full trust in them. Why? For as many are led by the Spirit of God, they are the servants of God. We gotta make sure that we completely cut this nutrients. We gotta completely cut this rope of the carnal mind. We gotta completely cut it off. We have to. And we cannot go back forward. We cannot say that we want to do these things in this world. Everything in this world is vanity. Everything in this world is temporary. If we think we're cool with the world, if you want to be cool with the world, you're going to destroy your entire chance to get to the kingdom. I'm telling you. We got to make sure that we meditate on the spiritual things of this world. We got to make sure that we meditate. We got to make sure that we meditate on the spiritual things and not of this world. That's what I meant to say. We got to make sure that it's spiritual only. We can't meditate and think and be simple-minded and meditate on many things. No. Because we may tell many things. That many things could be anything. That many we could consider what's to the left of us and to the right. We can't do that at all. We can't. So we have to make sure that we don't make haste. Because we always gonna have these little potholes in our walks. So we gotta make sure that we fill them up. We make sure that we don't happen. We don't happen again. We learn from these. What? We take it cheerfully. Actually, let me go to it. Let me go to it before we head out. That is, I think, 4. Whoever is brought down, right here, whoever is brought unto thee, take cheerfully. Take cheerfully. Be patient. Be patient in these things, because everything here is patience. Don't try to jump and make haste to do things. I'm telling you, if you make haste to do things, you're doing it your own way. And the own way, man, is death. So we gotta make sure that our lifestyle, we shouldn't have this tug of war. It should be only one way, one war, one walk, one journey. And that is the lifestyle of Jehovah. That's the lifestyle of the spiritual. That's the lifestyle of life and peace, of everlasting, that can benefit you everywhere you go. So we're going to make sure that we do this stuff. But hopefully somebody's richly edified by this teaching. Hopefully we can learn something. Because if we over here, if we got a lifestyle of this tug of war and we tug it along, and we trying to tug back and forth from spiritual to carnal, it's not going to work. You got to have one rope. And that one rope will depend on if you get 1 death or 2 deaths. It's plain and simple. So it's either you be uncircumcised and you join into the heathen, or you circumcised and join into the spirit. It's plain and simple. This is which one will you decide to pick? Which one will you decide to wrap around your waist and walk in? Spirit is where we should want to go. Because if we don't, you don't work in that spirit, you're gonna bust hell wide open, hell and destruction. But hopefully somebody's richly edified by this teaching. This is Big Tree with the King James Bible University. And I'd like to say shalom to everybody. Let's get up out of here, y'all. Shalom.